The first settlers of Ghana, a single complete story. Long before the rise of kingdoms, before bustling cities like Accra, Kumasi, or Tamale came to life, the land we call Ghana was already home to ancient people whose footsteps stretch back thousands of years. Their names were never written down, their stories carried by the wind, the soil, and the stones. But their legacy forms the first chapters of Ghana's history. The earliest humans to walk this land were Stone Age hunter-gatherers, living here long before 5000 BCE. They moved across the savannas, riversides, and caves of ancient Ghana. With stone tools, wooden spears, and simple shelters made from grass and animal skins, they followed the rhythms of nature. They hunted antelope, gathered fruits and roots, and learned the secrets of the land long before nations existed. Remains found near Tema, in caves around Kintampo, and across the northern regions reveal that Ghana has been lived in for tens of thousands of years. Over time, these nomadic people were joined, and sometimes replaced, by new communities who brought with them a revolutionary idea: farming. Between 5000 and 2000 BCE, early farmers began settling permanently. They planted millet and sorghum, raised goats and cattle, and shaped clay pots to store their harvests. With farming came villages, communities, and a new rhythm of life. They no longer needed to chase their food. They could grow it. These early farmers are among the true first settlers who sowed the seeds of Ghana's earliest societies. Then came one of the most remarkable ancient cultures ever discovered in the region, the Kintampo culture, which flourished between 2500 and 1400 BCE. These people built permanent houses with stone foundations, crafted beautiful pottery and figurines, produced polished stone tools, and practiced early forms of animal herding and crop cultivation. Archaeologists today consider them one of the earliest advanced societies in West Africa. Their settlements show that thousands of years before modern Ghana, people here were already building, creating, and organizing. Centuries passed, and new waves of migration transformed the land. Groups from different regions of Africa began to arrive, migrations that would later form the ethnic and cultural foundations of modern Ghana. The Akan peoples, ancestors of groups such as the Ashanti, Fante, Bono, Akuapem, and Akiem, are believed to have migrated southward from the Sahel and ancient Ghana Empire areas. They brought with them knowledge of gold mining, metalwork, organized chieftaincy, and long-distance trade. Their arrival laid the groundwork for powerful kingdoms that would rise centuries later. From the northeast came the Mole Dagbani peoples, the ancestors of the Dagomba, Mamprusi, Nanumba, and Mossi. Oral history traces their origins to the Lake Chad region and the Sahel. They brought new political systems, military traditions, and early Islamic influence. Their settlements grew into some of the earliest structured states in northern Ghana. To the east, the Yu people journeyed from Ketu, in present-day Benin and Nigeria, crossing through Togo before settling in the Volta region. With them came rich spiritual traditions, music, and community systems that still flourish today. The Ga-Adangbe peoples arrived along the coast after migrating from areas near Nigeria and Togo, establishing fishing communities, trade ports, and early coastal settlements that later grew into major towns like Accra. By the early centuries of the last millennium, these groups, Akan, Mole Dagbani, Iwe, and Ga-Adangbe, had shaped the cultural map of Ghana. Their influence led to the rise of early states and powerful kingdoms long before Europeans ever reached the coast. The Bono kingdom emerged in the 11th century, built on the wealth of gold. The Dagban kingdom rose in the north, with strong governance and warrior traditions. The Akwamu Empire gained power along the eastern corridors, while coastal Ga states built vibrant trading towns. The foundations of Ghana's rich ethnic and cultural landscape were firmly in place. And so, the story of Ghana did not begin with European contact. colonial borders, or even the well-known kingdoms of later centuries. It began thousands of years earlier, with ancient hunters walking through the savannah, farmers settling near rivers, the Kintampo builders crafting homes of stone, and waves of migrating peoples shaping new societies. Together, these first settlers laid the foundation for a nation that would one day be known as Ghana, a land of gold, culture, strength, diversity, and deep historical roots. Their stories, though ancient, still live in the traditions, languages, and spirit of the Ghanaian people today.